I mean, how long was this, do you think? How long were we in there throwing up and pissing and throwing up?
Welcome to the Chip and Cern Show, the podcast about everything and nothing at the same time. They were possibly separated at birth, only to be rejoined to create the sweet sounds that will caress your deepest cochlea. The show is real, random, rant-filled, and ruthless. Please be warned that the show may hurt your feelings, offend your grandma, and even kick your dead dog in the balls. So get ready, and let's get this shit started.
This shit has started. I am Chip.
I'm Cern.
And you are listening to the Chip and Cern Show.
Suck my dick.
So, this podcast is...
Is that a sponsor?
This is a new sponsor. Well, we haven't talked about the beer that we're drinking.
I was researching, yes.
I came across this in Target. Have you noticed that Target is making a play towards like the craft
Brew
beer?
section. I do, yes.
So this is now I haven't had a New Belgium beer in quite some time. This is the Day Blazer Easygoing Ale. It has like an Aztec emblem sun thing on there.
We're drinking it.
It has the distinct New Belgium flavor.
So I looked it up.
Oh, yeah.
Malt and caramel. You're right.
Okay, I was. Now, way back in the day, Cern and I were big. I don't know why, but we went through a lot of phases in our infancy in drinking. Like when we started out.
So this, I was just thinking about this when
Yeah.
we were talking about it offline, our prep time.
Yeah, prep. Just really opening more beers and then shitting on whatever TV show Cern's wife is watching downstairs.
This was the time when we would drink amber ales and ales.
Uh-huh.
But then remember it was India. We probably could play some clips from Chip and Cern Show V1.
If anyone, well, no, don't look for them, please. If some surfaced, we would be shitting all over IPAs.
India Pale Ass is what we were calling it.
Basically, we couldn't handle the dank.
We couldn't.
The dank hops. We couldn't handle them.
Good. Now, I do enjoy an IPA.
Yeah.
But
now,
back then, no.
We went through a big Guinness phase as well, and I can't remember the last time I even had a Guinness.
Neither can I.
But I remember that's all we drank for like. It seemed like a couple of years, but it was probably like 2 months.
Yeah.
And then
we went through. Yeah, I was thinking, was it New Belgium first?
Fat Tire.
Fat Tire, yeah, sorry, Fat Tire first, and then it was the Guinness,
and then we went through like a hard liquor, like a martini phase,
right.
and mixed drink phase. That was probably the worst one.
Yeah, those.
And then the whiskey phase, and now, I don't know. Now,
not light, I would say, but
this is kind of funny that we're coming to where we're talking about drinking. Because the origins of this podcast, Cerny and I, Cerny's birthday was last week or a couple weeks ago, and we were saying how we're getting older.
Yeah.
Should we tell how old you are now, Cerny?
Let's go for it.
Okay.
30.
So Cerny's turned 30, and I'm shortly behind him in next month or next couple weeks, and Joe will be.
Joe smells.
Yeah, this is
Joe
Joe.
smells.
Yes, this is true.
Joe will be there in another week or two. So we're all coming.
All our birthdays
30.
are actually pretty close. It's your wife.
Oh yeah. So January, March, April, May.
Yep.
And when's
then
Dana?
November. So he's
okay.
He was the baby.
And then Tony was like last.
Yeah.
Whatever.
He
But
was the old man.
we forgot about him.
He didn't listen to the cast. You son of a bitch.
He doesn't listen to it. He doesn't deserve. He doesn't deserve it.
So So
like we're talking about getting older. And then now we're talking, how much our tastes have changed in beer and other things in life. But okay, Cerny, you have money's no object. You just want to enjoy a nice 6-pack for yourself or a beer or two. You go to any store. What is your go-to? Like, Cerny I just want to have a beer. Kids are in bed. You and the wife just sitting there Netflix and chilling.
So then I will get. I do love 21st Amendment Brew free or die, right?
So the IPA.
Yes.
So the IPA.
Yes.
That would be your go-to.
That's my go-to.
Oh, interesting.
I like that style of IPA. It's not like some other IPAs where it's a lighter IPA. It's an IPA, so it has that nice. I like that IPA. It's grown on me.
Yeah.
That IPA taste, but it's not as like that double or triple shit where the fucking hops are floating in.
Right.
You
gotta like drink it through a straw because you
gotta like run it through some like liquid nitrogen, so it's so cold that
doesn't taste like someone like mixed IPA with their bong water. Now, I'm very much to the season and to what I'm eating. It sounds
this
really
is true. This
really
is
stupid,
okay. This is true.
But like, if we're having Mexican food, I'd fucking Modelo Especial or Pacifico with the lime.
I agree. Now,
fucking fancy.
Now I will. Usually it's Modelo.
Okay. What's your go-to? Now the weather's heating up, so we can't be. So that's kind of the reason why I picked this Dayblazer ale, easygoing ale, is one, we're golfing again. Now this is the most golf fucking Cerny and I have done for quite some time.
So for my 30th, we golfed. We spent the day golfing from the morning.
18 holes.
Yeah, and it was
best ball luck. I mean,
we did play teams of two, so there were 6 of us. We played teams of 2, best ball with those 2. So almost like a mini scramble tourney.
I was stuck with Cerny.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
I think we played pretty evenly, if you ask me.
Yeah, we did. I know it wasn't. I mean, yeah.
We each showed like
we each suck. Horribly.
We showed a moment of brilliance. Where it's like, I got this, and then we'd follow up next swing of.
Cerny and I both dump it in the sand. Beach day. Joe would say.
It's
pretty good.
Joe smells.
Yes, he does. He still smells. I managed to hit a house 100 feet from the hole.
Oh, Christ. Cerny's left-handed, too. It doesn't fucking help him.
No.
I would say, if anything, that hinders you severely.
It does. That slice.
So, the thing about golf, you're teeing off at 9 o'clock, 9:30. I mean, you're not a bitch. You got to have a beer. So, you start drinking early.
Yeah.
And it was Cerny's birthday. And, I had already canceled the day out in my mind.
Yeah.
I'm like, this day's fucking done. No, nothing productive is going to happen. We're the plan was we golf early with Cerny. Now, honestly, we have teased it as well the past couple podcasts.
Oh yeah,
we fully intended to do a podcast
with Joe and Dana
in studio,
drunk.
Joe smells.
That boy.
So Joe and Dana would be here. And we're like, we're going to do one. We'll probably be like pretty buzzed. It'll be fun. We'll just shoot the shit, just hang out. It was a lot of fun because we did that for your last birthday.
This is true.
And time kind of got away from us and
day
we were
drinking. And then it's like, we came back and I was like, all I want is a nap.
And my wife and kid were here and they were kind of cranky and we needed to get into the hotel because we were spending the night. It's like, we haven't showered. I felt like my ass was so swampy. I just had I'm like, I fucking need a shower. I just had this weird buzz drinking. It was the first day that I had been really exposed to like over 75 degrees.
Yeah, that was true.
So it was like the sun, golf.
I think the actual, for our area, which is the Sacramento, and including yours, so the Bay Area, Nevada.
Probably one of the hotter days of the year.
It was. We went like 115 days without hitting 70 degrees, and then it smacked 75 that day.
Fucking bamboozled us.
Yeah,
it was not. It was the weather was
lit
the tits
AF
for fucking golf. It was best. Shorts and polo shirt and hat, and you were golden.
Oh, it was great.
And I think the same tomorrow. Well, that's all I planned for. So hopefully. So. The thing, we were drinking. I was
now
drinking.
When you hear this is in the past. But
yeah, I was drinking.
We're pre-recording.
Coors Original.
Yeah.
Joe, and his infinite wisdom, Coors Light. His go-to. That's Joe's go-to beer.
Silver Boulets.
Silver Boulet. If
Silver
you're
bullet.
trying to be sophisticated, the bullet. And we I don't really remember like how many I had, but I don't think I've ever really been good at day drinking.
Neither have I, because I don't know about you, but when I stop,
It's
the
fucking
midday
nap time.
hangover, yeah, the
It's nap
midday
time.
hangover, and then it's like, oh fuck, man. You start getting the mild, like kind of headache-ish, where it's
Yeah.
like, oh.
So now I tried to think back, like, okay, when we were in our early 20s. Ugh, horrible phrase. I wish we don't have a fucking drop for that. God damn it.
Old AF.
Old as fuck. What, going to the Giants game. We go to a day game that starts at noon.
Oh,
And we are getting, we would go to the bar before,
Oh,
get a
yeah.
Bloody Mary at breakfast. And we would be just drinking all through the day. And then what would happen
I
after?
remember drinking Guinness at like 11 a.m. Yeah.
What will we do after, though? Will we go
think
back, charge the batteries, or we were just young
I
enough
think
that we
we
could just
just-
kind of handle
Remember
it?
we went to the bar and drank martinis after in the middle, and we rode the bus home at like 5 o'clock while people come home from work, and we were
Yeah,
toasted.
right. Sit on the bus next to some guy that just like checked out from a fucking. He's in high finance,
Yeah.
and we're just sitting there reeking of booze, embarrassing ourselves and our families. But yeah, I don't think I've ever like been like, oh, I could totally day drink with the best of them and be okay. I need a nap in there.
I've never been a big rally.
Yeah.
You know, I'm always Chip and Cern do the sprint. Like we
Right.
we don't go
Sprinters.
all day.
And it's good we never got into like drugs or anything really.
Oh no.
I mean, I'm sure doing a couple fucking key bumps of coke would have righted the ship pretty well, but it's not something we need in our life. Went fucking 20
fuck the nap. I'm good.
Right. I'm good. Me and Cern just banged a couple rails out off in the bathroom. We're ready to go.
I do. I agree.
Yeah. That's I don't look back on my early 20s like I should have done like tons of coke. That would have been a good life decision.
I think I missed out. I think
I think we're good on that.
I think I'd probably be dead if we
No, yeah,
we would have done
for
something
sure.
stupid as shit.
For sure.
I just had this conversation because we were. By the time you
Coke?
hear this, no, not about Coke.
Okay.
By the time you hear this, it's already passed. But we're gathering up for Mr. Stat Boy
Oh
Dana.
yeah.
It's his. This is his weekend. He's getting married soon. By the time you hear this, in a couple weeks, so we're gonna do some things. We're gonna go golfing and gambling and
A bachelor party.
yeah, bachelor party. And so this guy at work was asking me, so what are you gonna do? I was kind of telling him,
Yeah.
He's like, oh, that seems pretty tame. And I was like, okay, we tried this
Right.
once, and as I think back, there's no fucking way in hell we can.
You don't think we could do it again?
Oh, we would try, but
Right.
then going to work, I would be dead for
Oh,
the
yeah.
whole week.
We would have to stop the party like on Saturday and then like take Sunday to recoup.
Yeah. None of this. Throw me a beer just after I barfed, and
Yeah.
we're going after again. No way.
Oh, fucking Christ. Yeah, I don't. We could do it. Who's the next one? Maybe for Joe. When Joe gets hitched, we blow it out big.
We just go for it.
Yeah. We'll go to Vegas or some shit like that.
That's me and Chip and Cern. We'll do our rails. We'll let you know how it goes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
A coke habit
or-
in my mid-30s. Sounds good, Cerny. Good fucking life advice there.
or it'd be Dana and Joe that take over the cast because
We fucking
we're
OD'd.
dead. We're dead.
Yeah, so back-to-back weekends here with golf and day drinking. So tomorrow, the reason why I got the beer, it's Day Blazer, 4.8% alcohol by volume.
Which isn't too bad.
I'll definitely indulge in some Coors Original or Coors Light, whatever Joe has on tap.
Oh yeah.
But I thought this is a little bit different. Coors is a little watery. So
I agree. Now I think Coors Original is a 5.2.
So it's higher octane is what you're telling me.
Yeah, but it does the taste is it's watery. I would say
Not knocking it. It's
No.
good for on the course because it keeps you hydrated.
it is good. I think it's good for on the course, and then I found when you're doing a little work, like around, like a little construction, a little home
Oh, okay.
DIY.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
I was like, at work, you're crushing cores. Impressive. Yeah. So
I got usually duct tape into my leg. I'm running a big straw up my pants.
what are you drinking out of your shirt for? Don't worry about it.
You're a slurping
Remember when you were a
noise.
kid and you would like pinch the end of the straw and put it in,
Oh,
and you could see how many straws you can have, and you
Yeah,
did
yeah.
that like a dozen. Be funny.
There's actually a thing you can buy that does it now.
What?
My brother,
Is it like
my-
a flask or
my-
something?
No, my brother had it. You can make like some kind of like weird, like almost like an erector set of fucking straws. Like you can design like your sodas all across the room, and you can have like a.
What a fucking noob. Just is it really for straws?
Yeah, let me look it up. While we're
But it's a
talking.
rector set, but with
It's-
straws.
But with straw, it's something I forget what.
Because he can't be fucking bothered to get up to get a Coca-Cola Classic. He's got to
Just move over.
get a 30-foot straw erected.
let me.
It's the only thing he'll be getting erected. No fucking lady friend with a. Hey, you want to come back to my apartment and check out my erector set straw?
Straw connectors. Holy shit!
Who makes this?
I'm not loading up right now.
Okay, let's see it. So more golf, more day drinking. Now with your birthday, we did day drinking, and then we went to the clubhouse.
Roy Loco? Is that Michael's?
Let me see this.
They have like little.
Straw connectors. Oh, they have like connector, like not ball and socket, but they don't.
Almost, it has like the little 4-way. You can connect.
Wow. So the picture on there shows like these kids have built sort of a castle, but it's like pipe cleaners almost.
But straws,
But you could
yes.
can you actually drink through them,
I
or?
think my brother was using a drink.
But it doesn't look like these kids don't have a soda can at one end of their house, and then this castle that they're drinking through the castle. It's just
If
more.
I built a castle, I would be drinking out of it.
That
but
would be sick. That would be cool. So we golfed. We went to get some beers after, which probably in retrospect,
That's what killed us, I think.
that was probably what done us in. Now, if we would have came back here or just went and got fucking sandwiches or In-N-Out or whatever, I think we probably could have rallied. But at first I'm like, okay, one beer after won't hurt because Cern had some work friends there or,
Yeah.
some friends that weren't in the normal circle that we roll with. So it was like, oh, it's kind of good to hang out with some new people and stuff. And then like, oh,
Another
one
picture.
beer turned into, oh, we'll do another round. And you know how that goes.
And then it was like, oh,
It's
okay.
like, okay. And then we're like, fuck, it's 3:00 already. We have
I'm ready
dinner
for a
at
nap.
5. And my wife is texting me like, oh, no pressure, but like
What's going on?
What's
Yeah.
going on?
Yeah.
You've been gone since 8. Oh yeah, sorry.
Usual.
So this weekend is now your birthday wasn't a multi-day thing. We had dinner and then it was done. Now this bachelor party, the last bachelor party I went to was a couple years ago, and it was in Scottsdale. It was spring training,
Oh, boy.
and it was fun. But it was like the first day, people just fucking blow it out of the water with
Oh, yeah.
excessive drinking.
You go too hard.
Too hard
early.
out of the gate. And then the next morning are like, well, the game's at 12. And then at like 9, you have like 12 dudes just sitting in the pool, like nursing some T-cats. And just like, I guess we'll go get breakfast. Everyone's hungover and stuff. And then, it's whatever, an entertainment the next night. And then by Sunday, we're like, can we throw these beers away? What?
Yeah,
There's so
I
many.
don't want to look
and-
at
yeah.
another beer.
So what we have planned thus far for Dana's bachelor party is golf Saturday, then a little casino gambling action.
Yes.
I haven't figured out what we're doing in the middle, really. We have to kind of
I think
sort
we're
that
going to
out.
regroup dinner. I think
Okay.
we're going to eat, and he just kind of wants to probably hang out. Probably wants to catch some of the basketball games.
Right.
Because the NCAA tournament's going on right now.
Okay. So we went to Buffalo Wild Wings, which I had never been to before.
Yep.
I'm a vegetarian.
Yeah.
So a place with Buffalo Wild Wings doesn't fucking necessarily appeal to me straight away. But needless to say, I was able to eat there. Is that like, where's a kind of a cool, is that the best sports bar? Or there's like that pizza place, the Chicago Fireplace, or is there, where are you thinking?
We can look up. I think there was like a sports place up in locally El Dorado Hills, which would be halfway between
equidistant
between here and where we're gonna go gambling at.
Okay, is that kind of where the hotel is?
It's about,
I don't know, or covering our itinerary on the pod. But
yeah, no, it's about 15 minutes maybe from our hotel.
Yeah,
10 minutes, 15 tops.
And I think we're to the point now where we're like, fuck it, we're just gonna Uber.
Just Uber it down there.
There's no point in fucking driving around and risking any nonsense.
Deweys.
But yeah, so we have a hotel and everything, and we're kind of keeping it low key. I don't know of any in-room entertainment that we'll be visiting.
No, they doesn't want to do that.
People of honored guests, maybe as they're called in some circles. Now, getting older, Cerny.
Yes.
We were golfing. How sore were you after, and for how many days after? So we golfed on Saturday. When did your soreness?
Sunday when I woke up, I was like, my shoulder is really sore. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, oh God. And then I like redid my golf swing, like mimicked it. I was like, oh, okay, I can see why.
Were you cool by Wednesday?
Yeah, by Wednesday I was like, oh, I feel like $1 million.
I felt pretty sore for the next day or two, and I like somehow persuaded my wife to like give me a back rub or something. That's Monday or Tuesday.
That's where babies come from.
Yeah. Well, if a guy gives a chick a back rub, you're getting the fucking boner stabbed in you because it's just what happens. I don't think it's the opposite is with when chicks.
I hope there's no boner.
Yeah, Jesus. Maybe my wife didn't have a large boner slamming into my back. But yeah, it doesn't work the same way. But my shoulders and like I did the same thing. Like, okay, I was doing this and oblique, oblique,
and then like
my shoulders a little bit
on the follow because I have the fucking A-Rod finish on my golf swing.
And it was like, oh, okay, I see what's going on here. So, and everyone now at your birthday, we had a couple of your friends from work, and they're 50.
Yes.
Or one guy's 50.
The one's 50, one's like 52.
Okay. And they were like, oh, I remember 30. Kind of how we're talking, like, I remember 20.
Yeah, and I was like, oh boy.
And they're like, it really is all downhill. And I'm like, oh, fuck.
Boo.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. Have you noticed anything?
Not yet, no. I mean, sore and like today when I got home, the kids were like, hey, can you play some baseball? Pitch it to me. And I was like, I was going to throw, and I was like, oh, guys, I need more real quick.
Yeah. Hold on, let me. Yeah. I'm that a little bit. I've noticed a little weight. Like, it hangs around a little quicker, a little longer.
You used to come up and down,
Yeah, and you're like, oh, fuck. Like, I used to be, let me go for like a couple runs in a row. And I'm like, okay, there's the 5 pounds gone. Now it's like, well, it could be maybe I'm just crushing more beer, but
I think maybe maybe the physically not. I don't want to say it's.
I feel like the same energy.
Or is it deteriorating? It's just. I'm not going to. I'm a little smarter. Like, I'm not going to.
Smarter. That's the thing.
I could do this, and I know I can, but I think I could fuck myself up, so I'm not going to do that.
Yeah. So the mind kind of plays into it, which I think is kind of why we drinking wise, I'm not as
Oh,
that wasn't the sound effect. That was
actual.
Maybe we'll make that a sound effect.
Drop.
Because I remember at some point, when you're in your early 20s, and a lot of times when you're drinking, you're you're booting and you're throwing up and to excess.
Yes.
And then there comes a time to where you're like, that's not happening as much. And I remember distinctly thinking, well, I haven't thrown up in a while after drinking.
Yeah, no, I thought that.
And then it's like, I wonder why. And you're like, okay, because it's when it's not, let me consume as much as I can as fast as I can. It's like, oh, okay, I'm enjoying this beer. I'm like, hold on, I'm starting to feel full. Let me like stop. Or let me have a water. Or you're just like, your brain's...
I'm feeling like I'm hitting the wall.
Right.
And I don't want to spend the rest of the night underwater. So I'm going to stop.
Now, in the past, that would have been like, hey, you want to do some Jack Daniel's shots? And it's like, sure.
Yep.
Or, hey, let me get a Captain and Coke, but in a pint glass, please.
Tumbler. Oh, yeah, pint glass.
And, that'll get you sideways.
This, ladies and gentlemen, that's a true story.
That is. So what?
Actually, yours was a Captain and Coke, and mine was a gin and tonic. Pint glasses. Last call, too.
That was fucking Christ. Now, that was... I'm sure we've told the story, but this was Tony's birthday.
We can retell it.
Well, yeah, I mean...
Give the people what they
we
want.
have... How many episodes do we have? Let me see here.
I don't...
We're over...
60?
I want to say over 60. So if you haven't listened back into the Chip and Cern archives, you can do that. But
there we are.
There we are. Well, it's on my own. What if you're looking for Chip and Cern Show? Throw a fucking rating on there.
iTunes.
We've given you. We have the same ratings for. 60. Yeah, we're into the mid 60s.
So by the time we hear this, we'll still be in the mid 60s.
That's true. So since November 28th, 2015, and every fucking Thursday from now until now. Then until now. But so anyway, the story goes, Tony, who doesn't listen, he's a son of a bitch.
You're a son of a bitch.
We need the son of a bitch drop.
Son of a bitch. There it is. Cut it later.
Very good. I'll get that.
Roasted.
Thank you, Dana. Tony and Cerny came down to San Francisco where I was living with my wife.
Now, at this point in time, Tony and I had season tickets to the Giants.
Yes.
Because this was around the 07.
Pre any sort of good Giants baseball. Well,
yes.
Minus the Rally Monkey. What was that? 02 or?
It was 02.
Okay.
That was the fucking Angels. But,
yeah.
So this was 07, 08. Because this is when you had to buy season tickets because we wanted to go to the All-Star game and we went and all that shit. Armando Benitez was the closer. Remember?
Wow.
I do remember. Anyway.
Yeah.
So this was Tony's 22nd?
22nd birthday.
Yes.
So they came down, which they had done many weekends. It was like every weekend for a while, if the Giants were home, Cern and Tony were coming down, crashing in our house.
Apartment.
Our fucking bootleg apartment we had, which was like an underground 1-bedroom illegal like backyard fucking thing. And so, it's Tony's birthday, 22, and we thought we were cool. We're like, we're not going to drink that much. Let's just go get a beer.
Yeah.
That's right. Big.
We were being mature. We were being
really mature at 22. Well, we weren't even fucking 22. We were 21.
We were 21. Tony was 22. We were like, all right, we won't do anything big because backstory, Tony, if you want to negate this, then get on the show, you son of a bitch.
Okay.
He never was a big drinker with us. He was never. He'd have a couple, but he wouldn't.
Let's just put it this way: we're never pushing Tony home in a hobo shopping cart, or we weren't like peeling Tony out of a gutter because he's throwing up or anything like,
or taking his clothes off. Because he's too drunk.
Right. Or, hey, Tony, don't run across
for bed.
Throwing up in the middle of a 4-lane highway. Nothing like that.
Now, these are all true events.
Right.
Just without Tony.
So we'll go have a beer.
Interchange Chip and Cern, and either way you want, doesn't matter.
We'll go have a beer. So we went up to
Pig and Whistle.
Geary and something. Like Geary and Arguello, pretty much.
Yeah.
In the Richmond district in San Francisco, to get really local for you local folks. And Is it Irish or English? English.
Ooh, English?
Pig and whistle. I'm guessing that's English.
I'm going to guess that too.
They had a British flag and shit.
I think.
So this is big. This is the Guinness phase that we were talking about. So we went there and we had a Guinness or two to start. Tony was there. He was drinking with us. We didn't do any shots.
No shots.
And then, do you remember, like, where did the wheels start to come off, Cerny?
I don't quite remember where the wheels started to come off. I remember one beer turned to two.
Well, this is how it. I mean, everyone has been to this thing. Like okay, we intended to have a beer or two, and we even told my wife.
Well,
like
she was studying for her LSAT, which is the
lawyer.
To get into law school, the test to get into law school. So she didn't come. So yeah, we're only gonna have a couple. We'll be back
before bedtime.
And depending on where your bedtime is, that may be true.
So it's like we probably went there. We had a beer, and we're like, well, let's have one more.
Oh,
Tony, you want another beer? Yeah, that's cool. Go up, get another round of Guinness. Come back, and then I'm sure it was like, probably have another one. It's only 8, or it's only 9, or whatever time.
Yeah.
And then once we hit some sort of threshold.
And then we switched. That was a problem,
I don't remember that. That was...
Because then we switched to... we switched to the hard stuff. The mixed drinks with the Captain and Cokes. That's the guy who gave us the pint glasses at the last call.
Right, but I mean, we're talking like, what time do we go there?
Oh, it was
7?
It was like 6 or 7. Yeah.
Yeah, it was daylight out.
Yeah.
And we left at last call. Like, Cerny, you just glossed over 6 hours at the bar.
I did gloss over.
We went from having 2 Guinness to now you're saying last call. That's
my memory.
Now,
do you remember you?
No, I'll tell you right now, I don't.
Okay, I do remember this.
Okay,
ladies and gentlemen, there was a guy with like a soccer ball shaved into his head, and you're giving him a hard time about that.
They're roasting him.
You were roasting him. He was with a bunch of girls, and you just kept roasting him. And remember, they're playing some game where they had to go under the table, like nose goes, but you have to go. I don't know what was going.
Fuck.
Tony can probably remember this clearer than I can.
Right, because he's sober as a judge.
He was sober, but
we'll ask him tomorrow.
Is he? He is.
Okay.
I think, we'll see him tomorrow.
So, probably what I remember happening. Tony November. So what? There's no like sports going on. Was there football going on maybe or
September should still have some baseball.
Okay. And did we ran into some college because it's kind of near the college.
High school.
Right, someone we knew in high school. But it's near a college town.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's near the college rather. So we kind of got caught up in like drinking games, but sort of. Now, also, put your mind here. I was married. I'm 21. I'm married already. Cern and Tony are single and ready to mingle.
Suck my dick.
And all I remember doing for like years when we would go out drinking, I was trying to like fucking just throw Cern chicks so Cern could get laid.
Trying to get those boners squared away.
Very good, Cerny. And so that's kind of what I remember. Like, hey, let's try to get these girls in to see if we can like hook up Tony or Cerny. Or, I'm sure we were pushing the Tony hits his birthday, blowjob, all this fucking bullshit like that.
Suck my dick.
And
there was the guy with the soccer ball design shaved in his head, and you're roasting him. Ooh.
So I'm probably sure like getting into this, we probably made some sort of like bet or I don't know what would we have done really.
We always used to. We'd always do this stupid chant, beer before liquor ever.
Right.
Or whatever.
And then that's saying
liquor before beer ever clear. And
we broke that rule every time.
Every time.
And
we're just gonna have a couple beers, and then you have 4 beers in, like I'm switching to hard stuff.
Yeah.
I'm getting full. I'm switching to hard stuff.
And then smash cut, last call. Captain and Coke, Cerny is G&T, Tony.
He didn't have one. I remember he didn't have one. He's like, no.
So in the pint
Okay,
glass.
and I remember he had he had the 2 beers. He had the 2 beers.
This fucking Tony.
We
need to talk to him about this tomorrow.
we had 4 beers and
4. That's being
4 beers, and then we switched to.
I don't remember finishing the pint glass. I remember getting that like this person's trying to fucking give us alcohol poisoning because it's just fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I remember looking at it going, I can't even do this.
So in literally 3 blocks from this bar is Mel's Diner. Everyone knows what Mel's Diner is, right? It's just like the most quintessential American diner. It's in American Graffiti, like this movie from the
it's
60s,
I don't know, Harrison
70s?
Ford's in it, isn't it?
Yeah. No, Ron Howard.
Oh, that's true.
Or Ron Howard directed, or George Lucas directed.
Harrison Ford's in it, right?
Really?
Hold on. We're taking a look.
All right, you're going to look it up. I'll finish the story.
story.
So we went to Mel's Diner, which is like, this place is open 24 hours. It's diner food. Fucking short stack of pancakes, omelet, greasy burgers, fries, whatever you want, milkshake. The most Americana, like biggest Americana thing you can do. So we went there, and Cern and I were so fucking tossed. We slid into the booth, and they have the jukebox there.
Oh, that's right.
And you could put a couple quarters in. You could select Billy Joel. You know, we didn't fucking start the fire. Hold on, let me just do the whole story here.
While you're doing that, Harrison Ford, Bob Falfa, American Graffiti.
So he was in it. Who directed it?
Oh, I just closed it
God damn it, Cerny.
down. I think it's George Lucas,
He was in it.
and he is the director. George Lucas, yes.
So
1973.
we're here at Mel's to set the stage.
Ooh, okay.
Cerny put 50 Cent in the jukebox. This
yes.
didn't really happen.
No.
But you could play. We didn't start the fire.
I think I was too drunk to make it.
We were way too drunk to make any decision. And I don't even like Billy Joel, to be honest. But anyway, we ordered, who fucking knows? Doesn't matter. Grilled cheese probably. That's probably what I ordered. And we ordered it, and then we went to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Because not only do we have to pee, we also had to
Boot.
I distinctly remember pissing and then like pinching it off and then just vomiting into the urinal and then pissing again.
And then remember, I came in and pissed next to him in the urinal and then booted it in the urinal.
I mean, we probably
like Chip, I just puked in the urinal. Like, me too.
Too late.
I was like, oh,
fucking
fuck. I remember puking
Guinness.
on top of the urinal.
Just fucking idiots. And Tony's probably sitting there like, I can't wait for my dinner. I'm actually kind of hungry.
And then
we came out. And how long was this, do you think? How long were we in there throwing up and pissing and throwing up?
oh, we were probably in there for a solid 10, 15
Wait,
minutes.
was this? No, this was on my birth. Did you come in and you say you're okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm cool. I'm coming out in a minute. No, that
was your
my
birthday.
birthday. Okay.
It's a
That was
bar,
at
too.
the
Really nice. Right?
Blarney Stone or Video Cafe.
Oh, that's Video Cafe.
Okay. So we come out, Cerny and I come out, elephant walking out of the bathroom. And we sit down and like literally most people know if you've been drinking as a youth, your body's literally trying to shut you down so you don't kill yourself.
Yeah, that's it.
They're like, okay, we're just going to shut everything down here.
We're done.
We're done.
You clearly can handle life, so you're done for the day.
We're turning the lights off. Come again. Thank you. Come again next time.
Time out.
And I remember just sitting there, getting back in the booth and just like going like in the booth and just, hold on. I got to
reenacting it.
Reenacting it.
Laying his head against the wall.
Like, putting my head against the wall. Probably literally fighting back another round of vomit.
Yeah.
And I remember whatever I ordered was placed in front of me.
I
And the guy like had to have looked at us and just been like, these fucking guys, like I'm sure we had vomits on us and stuff.
I remember Tony saying you were laying your head against the wall and I had my hand, my palms, my hand over my eyes. It was like kind of like swaying in the wind, like like I was on a boat. And he placed the food down and stared at Tony. And Tony says, "We're gonna take these to go."
Did we even get them? We probably just left.
I don't remember.
Now, we paid.
Yes. Now we paid.
We never dined and ditched in our youth, or misspent youth. That was something.
Now, you never dined and dished.
Oh.
I have.
Well, we
may or may not have dined and dished in my life.
allegedly.
Allegedly, a dined and dished. Yes.
So we've told this story before. From Mel's, we caught a cab.
Yes.
And it's about 20-something blocks back to my
city blocks.
house, city blocks. And as the cabbie's driving, Cerny and I are literally turning our pockets inside out. How much money do we have to pay this cabbie?
Yes.
And he reached the limit of what we had in our pockets, pretty much within a block of where we needed to go. So it was sort of convenient. It was like $16 or $17. And we were like, do you take card? And this is pre-Uber, pre-Lyft, pre-all this shit, right?
Yeah.
And cabbies used to throw a huge fucking fit to get paid with their credit card. They're like, no, I don't take credit card. We said, if you don't take credit card, you're not going to get a tip. And he said, no credit card. We probably just like chucked fucking the money,
threw it on
couple money at him, and just like bolted out of the cab.
Yeah.
We paid him his $16.05 or $16.
I remember
probably
him being,
16 even. We probably owed him 30 cents.
Yeah. I remember him being pissed about that.
We were pissed. And we probably ran home because, you know, that's what you do when you're drunk. You just run around. And
I don't know why we got on this topic, but
talking about Tony's birthday, I don't really remember how we got here either. This is
getting old and
we were getting old
shit.
and doing
memories already gone.
Now, you know, our 30th birthday, we're much more in control.
Yeah.
Well, borderline in control of ourselves. But yeah, what should we do for Tony's? Like, I can't. When was the? Well, never mind. I don't want. I know the last time I got really drunk. Birthday, not mine, but Guinness. That was a big Guinness kick we had.
Yeah. Oh, that's the other problem is I'm thinking about it. We were drinking some heavy beer.
Yeah,
such
that
a
didn't
liquor.
help us.
Oh fuck.
And golf and bachelor parties. Your bachelor party. We had a couple of bachelor parties for you.
Yeah, we went to Tahoe.
Why did we do two? What Tony's a seaman lover, and he couldn't come back for one of them. So we threw another one when he came back. When he was ported.
We tried to take a picture with the Waz because we saw him, and then his wife shot us down.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, she said no. I'm like, oh.
They were playing Segway Polo Championships, Folsom, California.
This is true.
2011. And the Waz was we were staying at the same hotel as the Waz. So we're sitting outside probably drinking beer and smoking cigars.
That's exactly what we're doing.
And the fucking Waz, the co-founder of Apple,
remember
one of the biggest
my brother
Fortune 10 companies in the world.
I remember my brother's like, that's the Steve
He was
Wozniak.
there? Your brother was there?
He was the one that flagged him down. So I remember saying, that's Steve Wozniak.
Because he's sober, because he wasn't 21.
Yeah. Oh, I remember him going, that's Steve Wozniak. I remember looking and going, I was like, the drunken blurs. Yeah. I'm like, bullshit. Fucking Wozniak hanging out over here. He's like, he's like, Steve. He's like, hey. And I was like, holy shit.
And I'm a huge Apple fanboy. And I was like, oh my God. And we're probably just breathing.
Can we get a picture? And his wife said, no. He's like, because he said, yeah. And his wife said, no. I was like, oh, your wife's
a hater.
Steve Wozniak, your wife's a bitch.
Oof. Wow. Jesus, sorry.
Roasted.
Shots fired.
He did sign a poster for us though later, which I might still have that.
That's true.
But
you're cool.
Yeah, the was not me. Sorry, wasn't talking to me. So Dana's bachelor party, I think, will be pretty good.
Yeah, it'll be nice, kind of like a chill.
Chill.
Now we're gonna go on Sunday. We're gonna go. Was that?
No, go ahead.
We're gonna go to the.
Yeah, March Madness.
So I've never been. Have you been?
No. I don't go to a lot of basketball games, but it looks pretty fun.
Neither have I, but I'm not a huge basketball fan. But I do enjoy college basketball.
Okay.
More so than the pros.
Because they play defense?
Yes, they play defense. Mm-hmm. They kind of, your ass is on the line. If you want to you want to act like a fucking jackass, you're gone. But I do like the tourney. With the bracketology and all that shit. That's always fun. So it'd be nice to go. I kind of always just wanted to go, kind of like a check off the bucket list.
Sure.
I've been there, done that.
I haven't. I've been to one like Kings game back in the day, and that's about all.
I have been to one Kings game. I may have been 12 years old or some kind of.
Yeah,
you know,
I think I was like something like that, but I don't even know how.
it wasn't really impressed. I think it was free tickets, and it was like one of those.
Right, because the Kings, they've sucked for like 50 years or whatever.
So locally, Sacramento Kings. Maybe for you is the Warriors.
Yeah, I mean everyone jocks the Warriors because they're really good right now, but
yeah,
I don't
where they
fucking
were,
care.
5 years ago.
Yeah, nothing.
I don't really care either way. Now, personally, I hope the Kings always lose. I don't know why. I just hate the Kings. I hope they lose. Every time they lose, I'm like, yes.
No, which is that's very often, from my understanding.
Yeah, so I'm happy most of the time.
Yeah.
Actually, when I look, because usually I don't even care.
No, don't even fucking. I just saw. I don't know how we're to the NBA now, but Dwayne Wade's on the fucking Bulls.
When this happened, I thought he was on the Heat.
I did too. I thought he was on the Heat for the longest time. Him and LeBron were on the same team, right? And then I saw on fakenews.com that he was in a Bulls jersey because he broke his finger. And
that's right. He was out for the year.
And I'm like, what did he fucking get on the Bulls?
I didn't even look. I just
And
saw
then
like
him and
red team,
Pippen-
and I was like, oh, okay.
I said, Dwayne Wade, Rodman, Pippen, Jordan, and Kukoc. These fucking unstoppable, these guys.
Steve Kerr.
Yeah. Kerr from three. I was watching something with Dennis Rodman on it the other day. He was like the OG, like, freak.
Yeah, he was.
The worm. Didn't he wore like he wore a dress to his wedding and shit.
Yeah, and he had like remember he used to have the green hair
yeah.
with the X's and O's all over it and shit.
And I remember I was watching an interview and like Scottie Pippen or something said like, yeah, I don't know if I would have him like babysit my kids. And he's like, Dennis Rodman's like, I don't care. Just play basketball.
Yeah.
Like, you hire me. My job is to be good at basketball, and I'm good at basketball.
He was good.
Don't fucking worry about what I do outside of basketball.
Which is true.
He used to get the boards all the time.
Oh, yeah, he was.
But yeah, that was back. Bulls. Wow, we really
went from
deviated.
Being 30 to Dana's to NBA.
To Tony. Was that the night, to go back to the Tony thing, was that when we pushed you home in the shopping cart?
The one we pushed me on the shopping cart was the time your wife went to Hawaii, remember?
Yeah.
And we decided to go to a Giants game. And we
just me and you?
And Tony.
And no.
That was just us three.
My wife, she's not like, some people go, oh, I got the old lady busting my hump. I don't know. I'm like trying to defend her.
No, she doesn't.
But like, she is a little bit of like the positive influence in my life. Like, should you really?
Yeah.
So now with that,
she was pretty cool. A couple of times when we brought, she was like studying for LSAT, and we came home with a group of people.
Right, we came home.
Everyone go back to my house. It
was pretty much the line we would use to get checks back to the place.
It was dudes. It was just a group of fucking people that came back that one time. Where Tony was playing the air guitar and he broke the lady's glass out of her hand.
Oh my God. Because literally the bar that we would like end every single thing at, literally around the corner
it was like
from our apartment.
It was probably like a total like 500 steps kind of a thing.
And we're like, we literally live around the corner. You guys should come back and hang with us.
Yes.
And girls would come sometimes. I guess other people came. Cerny says I don't remember. And I'm sure she was trying to sleep. And
she wasn't. I remember her saying you guys need to go get something to eat, kind of a thing. Not like get the fuck out.
Yeah, go to Jack and Box.
Yeah. Which would have been
probably would have
acceptable if she said get the fuck out of here.
Now,
but,
So she was off at Hawaii. So her just being around was like a positive influence I needed in my life.
Yeah.
Probably to like keep me in check from going like way
we do
so
stupid stuff as it is, but
right. We were really stupid with her there. So when she's, fucking in Hawaii, I don't even what happened, Cerny? Tell me.
I remember us kicking it off with we were trying this drink. I believe Tony told us about it. Incredible Hulks. Remember that?
It doesn't sound good. I'll tell you that.
Where we drank, where he's like, if you mix Hennessy and Hypnotic, it makes this green drink. Incredible Hulks. Remember we were drinking it? Oh, they were so terrible. And then we
went to the Giants game though.
Yeah, we went to the Giants game. Drank Irish coffees there. That's where we started arguing with that guy about the All-Star game. Remember, I said that Josh Hamilton needs to be, and he was a Mets fan, and you were getting into it with him because he was a Mets fan. And that's when those girls came up, and then they said, "Fuck you, asshole," to the security guy.
What?
They were like, "Hey, what's going?"
How do you remember this shit?
Because I remember.
Like a fucking elephant.
Yeah, I know. I remember you going, "Hey, what's going on, ladies?" And they came over. They're like, "Oh, what's going on?" And
that's
then
good. The married man. Hey, hooty hoo, what's going on, bitches?
And then I remember them coming up, and for whatever reason, I remember the guy having a ponytail, security guard, hassling us, and we were like, "Oh, okay, sorry, dude." And I remember the girl going.
Meanwhile, we go to fucking 30 Giants games a year.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And I remember the guy going, or one of the girls going, "Fuck you, asshole." And I remember us going, "We don't know." We don't know them. Walking away from him.
Pleading the fifth.
Like, look, are you with it? No, we don't know them. We're out of here.
Idea.
And so we split, and that's when we went back to, after the game, we went across the street to Momo's? Mimi's? What was the fuck? Momo's. Yeah. Had a drink or two, and then we went to Harry's.
The baller,
and then that's when we were in our martini phase because we watched James Bond.
Yeah,
and
we're so easily influenced.
Yeah.
A fucking movie dictates how we drink. Go ahead.
This is when
I bought Tony one. Were there?
Yes, the lesbians were there.
Wow, this is all when my wife was gone.
Yes,
look what happens, people.
Bought Tony a drink, a martini,
lemon twist,
and he didn't. No, it was 2 olives because I knew it was.
Cerny likes olives. Yeah.
Chip had lemon twist, I had olives. Tony had olives because he took one sip and goes, "This is disgusting, I'm not drinking." I was like, "Swing it this way, pal." I paid $11, that fucker. I'm drinking it.
11?
Yeah.
Probably 14.
Probably, yeah. And that's when those girls like, "Sit down here," and then
I don't even know how this happens.
I remember they ordered food.
Right.
And the girl's like, "Hey, try my French fries. They're so good." And she stuffed them in my mouth, and they were like right out of the fryer, and I screamed. And then remember you argued with the blonde girl about the boss.
Okay. I remember her saying she's from New Jersey, and I said, "Oh, you like Bruce Springsteen because he's from New Jersey," and she said that he sucked or something.
Yeah, and you said he's the greatest.
I took huge offense with that.
So then an argument ensued.
Yeah.
She says, "Well, we don't even want to sue you guys anyway because we're lesbians." And I remember, "Oh yeah, we'll prove it." So then I started making out
across the table.
Across the table, we all cheered, and they left. And was like, "Oh, okay." And then I remember you looking at going, "I'm gonna eat their food," and we had a free meal.
They had a burger, and we ate
fries, and we had a drink. Actually, I drank her drink. Because I bought her
because you bought her a drink. That's right.
That's why I drank her drink, Tony's drink, and my drink, and then had to be pushed home. And we had to steal a shopping cart from a hobo to push me home because
that was that night.
That was that night because I had the 2 extra martinis on top of our.
And we were probably cursing Tony.
Yes,
that was not. That was a legit homeless person's.
Yeah, we
his
actually
place.
We stole it. Yes,
his casa. Fucking Cerny. And we had this picture. It was on like what was it? Like a Razor flip phone. Like one of the first flip phones. We fucking took this thing in darkness, probably like 0.05 megapixel. Like I swear we have it somewhere, but it was.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen it. Now, I do remember Tony was throwing nothing but salt and shade our way because he got stuck. With the larger lady, and
so there was 3 friends.
There was 3.
So 2 were lesbians or a couple.
Yeah, and then there was the third.
They just had a friend, a third wheel.
That was stood. Remember we sat in the booth and there was like the little the faux wall kind of a thing.
Yeah.
and she stood on her side with Tony while we were sitting down with the booth with them. And they left, and she stayed because she thought she was getting there somewhere with Tony.
She probably was eyeing that burger I was eyeing too.
Probably.
Yeah.
So I remember Tony going, "Who got a number tonight, bitches?" Right? You know, like he's like, "Oh, I did." I'm like, "Oh, you gonna call her? You gonna call her, Tony?"
Oh my god.
Yeah,
So
that
was the shopping cart night.
That was shopping cart night. That was the Incredible Hulks and Irish coffees leads to martinis.
I mean, I know everyone has these stories. I think hopefully you're listening to this and thinking like, oh, I had this story like similar.
Somebody at work was sitting there like, I had drinks with my friend, and I'm never doing that again. I was like, I think I've said that.
Right.
I think I've said that at least 50 times.
Now, just last week, I told my wife never let me golf again because I became so frustrated with golfing. And I'm like, then this week we went to like Dick's Sporting Goods, and I'm like, well, look at these irons. Like, maybe I should get into some. Look at these balls here. I'm like testing out $400 putters. Like, oh, this is gonna be good. Yeah,
This will improve my game.
yeah. Like, oh, this will help me. You know, instead of hitting 150, I'll hit like 100, whatever.
I think I did check my irons a couple times. I spiked them.
Yeah. Which, I'm looking forward to golfing tomorrow.
Me too.
It'll be fun.
I mean, I know I suck, and
We don't take ourselves too seriously.
No, and there's a lot of. I think I told my wife there's a lot of
Jackassery.
jackassery, ass play. You know, with the jabbing in the
Sure.
asses with the
And
clubs
the reverse button on the thing.
on the backswing. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's perfect.
Oh, so at Cerny's party, or Cerny's
Golf
30th golf event, Cerny and I were on a team. Joe
Joe smells.
and Dana
That boy.
were on a team, and then Cerny's work friends were on a team. And from fucking hole one, Cerny is just hard up. We got to get him. We got to get Joe and Dana. We got to fuck them over. And I'm like, I'm right there with you, buddy. But we got to play. We got to slow play this one.
This is true. This is a true story.
Our big get was going to be that we, on a golf cart, if you've never done, you rent a golf cart, they're electric, and you strap your bag in. You put your bag, there's in the back of the cart, there's two holders, and you
Yes.
kind of put your bag in there.
Like
and
a
there's
seatbelt kind of thing.
Yeah, there's a seat belt for your bag, and you put it across, and you kind of cinch it, and it holds your bag. The big fucking gag that we were going to do is we were going to unhook it, so when they step on the gas, it knocks their clubs out of the cart, and they fucking fly all over the golf path. I was totally on board. Cerny and I are many time on the same page. So we slow played this. So there's 18 holes that we played. Starting at hole fucking 2, Cerny was hard up on this idea. We should do it now. I'm like, Cerny, we can't, because then we got to be on point. We got to have a sniper in the bell tower watching our bags for the rest. And for all fucking tomorrow, we got to be. We can't.
I was gonna say we
can't forget this shit.
We're gonna get it.
So what hole was it?
It was like the 11th.
11th. So 7 holes to go, and Joe and Dana we played best ball. So out of your twosome, whoever hit the best one, you play off that ball. So if Cern or if I shank it over in the brush and it's out of bounds, and Cerny hits a halfway decent one, but it's in the sand trap, Cerny's sand trap ball is better than my.
So basically, Chip and Cern was whatever's inbounds.
Right. Whatever in play is what we play. So Cerny and I were done. Some fucking miraculous. We were only like 4 or 5 over par, and Joe and Dana were finishing up, and I was like, now's the time. So we went over and we just, not very obviously, but just kind of like pulled the strap out and we kind of put it over.
So you can't see. You can't really notice.
You couldn't notice, but I thought for sure they will. And I had forgot about it because it had been a minute or two. And we get in the cart and we take a swig of beer. And Cerny's like, okay, now's the time. And I was like, oh, fuck, we did this. I remember. So to entice them, I said, see you guys at the next one. And I really slammed on the pedal to really because golf is like, oh, let me go chase them down or just some bullshit antagonizing. And we heard them press the gas, And then there was a couple distinct noises. One distinct noise was like the zzz of the strap unloading and not catching. And then there was the clank of golf clubs onto concrete.
Clink, clink.
Clink, clink. And I proceeded to spit my beer out because it was... And we looked back and they were just stopped and their bags were just like all over the fucking golf thing. That was one of the better... They got. And it was... And Tony... Or fuck, why am I saying Tony so much?
I don't know.
Dana and Joe were like, you fuckers, you got us.
There's no doubt because they're spending day to day.
Oh, they're plotting. They're plotting against us. And I mean, it was hilarious. Joe is way, way, way more into golf and way, way, way better than us. So he was like checking his clubs if they got scuffed, and I'm like, oh, I didn't even fucking think about that.
My bad, Joe.
Sorry.
So those of you who at least halfway know Joe or heard some stories, not exactly the law-abiding citizen.
Joe smells.
On the golf course, model citizen.
Oh, Joe is a model citizen?
On the golf course, he wouldn't let us do... I mean, he was telling us not to do stuff.
That's right, because before we even started, they pulled up to wait for the first tee.
That's right.
And Cerny and I speed up, and I slam on the brakes and try to like do a like mini donut slash
slide.
Tokyo drift fucking into Joe's cart, and I hit his cart and burning rubber just as the dude's in his fucking backswing on the first tee box. Joe's like, oh my God, he's so pissed. That was, you can't do that. You can't do that. And I'm like, okay, fucking rule follower all of a sudden.
What's he
here.
gonna do? Come over here, hit me with this fucking 9-iron, give me a break.
I thought we're trying to be a bunch of slapdicks for Cerny's birthday. We proceeded to slap dick all over the place.
We slap dick all over the place.
So, Cerny, we need to keep on point, and we'll fill you on later podcasts if they got us. And then we did...
Don't anticipate it.
We don't count on it. We'll be on point. And then we did get Dana. He was teeing off, and we got him with the reverse.
We did.
We got a slow play, because like every time if you try to do it, we kind of caught on, like someone would say something, and we would kind of be anticipating it, so... I wonder how they're going to get us. Joe did put a bunch of dirt on Cerny's seat, which was funny.
But I saw it.
And then a bunch of water, too.
I saw that, too.
So the smart thing that we did was we did it so late that we only had to really pay attention to our bags for like a couple holes.
Yeah.
It wasn't like the back 9 plus another couple.
Which was good because you held me back. But now this time we got to wait all 18 because they're
should
waiting.
we... Now they won't know about this until after the fact, but what's our game plan for getting one over? Or do we team up with Joe and Dana to get Tony and others? Who else coming tomorrow?
Andy.
So Dana's cousin, a listener of this podcast as well.
He is, and actually a great supporter.
He is.
So it's us 4.
There's
so
6, right?
So it's 8. He said.
And then
Brad and maybe that Joe guy.
Okay.
So
do we team up with our friends, Joe and Dana, to assault others?
I'm thinking...
What should we do?
Tricky
okay,
because...
Let's get into this.
Okay, I'm thinking Joe may be okay with that.
Okay.
Is
he going to double cross though? Is Joe and Dan going to try to double cross?
This is how I think he's going to work.
Now,
he's going to say, "Let's work together, like a treaty, truce." Okay. And while he devises a plan where maybe we do most of the heavy lifting, and while we're doing the heavy lifting, he's going to get us. He's going to got us.
Now, if we had to say, I would say it's Dana's day.
True.
So do we not get Dana, or do we get Dana?
I think he's no special treatment.
Okay. So
it's your day.
It's your day, but
you're still getting razzed.
You still have a target on your back. I think out of our group of friends or these people that we mentioned, who's the most fun to pull a gag on?
I think Tony.
Tony.
Because he gets really mad. He wants to fight you when you do a practical joke.
So now when I hear that, I think our prime target, the ace of spades, Tony. The Osama bin Laden of the terrorist cards is Tony.
I agree. He is.
So do we try an early one and then go later? So do
a
we
double
try for
whammy.
an early, like a 2 or 3?
Because he's not one to retaliate on the first one. He usually retaliates when you do it multiple times.
Right. So his
usually
his
you guys
fuse is a little longer, is what you're saying.
It's a little longer, I think. He usually uses the line, correct me if I'm wrong, real mature or nice,
Oh, right.
you fucking assholes kind of a thing. But
Yeah, he's on such a pedestal himself.
yeah, he tries to take the high road on
Such a moral pedestal, Tony. So do we try to get him on like the 3rd hole?
Let's do that. Let's get him on the 3rd hole, and then we'll wait until
and then
like the
they'll end,
14th or something like that, and then we'll get him
that'd
again.
be fucking great. I hope one of his clubs breaks.
You heard it on Chip and Cern.
Yeah. Now, do we need to get Joe as an ally then?
I'm not trusting him. He's a wild card.
I don't know. I think if we can get him on our side, we're good. But I don't know.
Let's do a treaty, and let's do it over a beer because then I think he won't cross the lines of a beer treaty.
Now, okay, that's a good point, especially Silver Boulet. So let's get Joe on board, and let's just go like we're going for Tony's target number
Tony's
1.
the target. Truce. We'll shake on it.
Okay.
We'll drink on it.
Jerk off to it,
Yeah.
and then
Ookie cookie.
give it to Tony. Now Dana.
That's not a joke for him either. We'll give him a treat.
Now Dana, I don't know. I think he might be. Now we keep forgetting Dana's borrowing clubs from his future father-in-law.
Yeah, so I don't.
So we don't want to be fucking around too much. I forgot about that last time.
Yeah, I did
He's
too.
like, these aren't mine.
All right, so we'll get him on the treaty, on the truce
Okay.
too.
So we're just ganging up on Tony tomorrow. Fair
Maybe
enough.
the new guy will break him in.
Oh, okay. I like that. Welcome to the fucking club.
Welcome to the club. You want to hang with us? Here he gets razzed.
Okay, now, right. So if we get Tony's the one who gets the most upset. So we should get Tony the most.
Yes.
I
Now,
like that.
what if Dana is riding with Tony? I wouldn't. I might want to keep that from Dana.
Okay.
We gotta strategize here.
We got to talk to Joe tomorrow.
We'll talk
morning.
to Joe because Joe. So the new guy, Joe, the other Joe M.
Oh, right.
He can either be riding with Dana
Or Joe.
or Joe because
Joe's like his.
our Joe is he's a good guy. Everyone loves to hang
But he
out with
smells.
him. Yeah.
Joe smells.
He does smell. So we gotta plan our attack
Okay.
after cart situations. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, we got to see how the carts.
Yeah.
I know how I'm gonna be. I know who I'm gonna be stuck with tomorrow. Just have a guess.
Yours truly.
Yeah. I have a guess, but we need to be now. You know my problem. I forget about things so fucking quickly. I will forget to check the bags, and we'll get
I'll
fucked.
check.
We're gonna get fucked.
Yeah,
So
we'll
you
forget,
got to
yeah.
remember. You got to bring this elephant memory with you.
Okay.
Bring that elephant cock and the elephant memory with you.
Okay.
Tomorrow.
Well, one's guaranteed.
Yeah. Which one? Oh yeah. Happy bachelor party, Dana. Elephant cock. Elephant cock would be so big.
Oh God.
I don't even know. How big is will you Google that so it's on your history?
All right.
Elephant penis. This is the by far the longest and the most random fucking show.
It is.
So the casino, we're going to casino tomorrow. Cerny, we were big on blackjack.
Yes, we were.
Now,
Oh my
elephant
God.
penis, how big is elephant penis? Hold on.
I the average size of an elephant's penis.
Okay, go ahead.
6 feet 5 inches.
What? No.
It's an African elephant, by the way.
So he's black?
It's taller than the average human being.
What's the other? Is there any other non-African?
Okay, we're getting on the ranking. The ranking of 7 animals with the largest genitals.
All right. Hold on. Straight face. Focus up, Cerny.
The blue whales, number 7. The average penis size is between 8 and 10 feet.
10 feet? Jesus.
A fucking car.
It's as big as my fucking...
So the ratio is 1 to 10 penis to body length.
Wow.
Some ancient creature I don't think even exists anymore. African elephant, 6 feet 5 inches. The greater hooked squid.
Oh, I know.
Can you imagine carrying around a penis that is just as long as your body? I cannot.
Well, I need a bigger backpack.
You would need some sort of like weight so you get a boner.
Counterbalance.
Counterbalance. Yeah, you waste it. So it just says 1 to 1 ratio. Doesn't really give me the size. This is off ratio. So we'll just do.
So is there an animal that has a penis bigger than their...
Yes. The banana slug? Well, banana slug's 1 to 1, excuse me.
Wow.
Argentine blue-billed duck. It is
A duck has a big fucking cock?
within the ratio to his body. It doesn't give me
Okay.
the exact ratio. It says, first off, the cock's corkscrewed. It's kind of weird.
I heard it's good for the ladies, though.
It would be walking around, if it was if it was proportional to a human, it'd be walking around with a 12-foot dick.
Wow.
Coming in number 1.
Oh.
The barnacle. 40 to 1
Hung.
penis to body ratio.
Hung. 40 to 1?
40 to 1.
Jesus.
If that was you, it'd be a 240-foot long penis. Oh my god.
Finally would bottom out.
Okay.
I can't wait to hear that one in post. That was... Wow, that's a big... How did we get on that? Elephant cock.
elephant
Cerny,
cock, that's right,
elephant
that's
cock.
right.
Elephant brain, elephant cock. Okay. Whew, that took...
2 elephant brains.
That was something. Okay. So we have went... This is the random show, for sure.
So we went from
Beer
to
what we drank as our
30th
youth.
birthday to Tony's party to stealing a shopping cart from a hobo, back to golf,
Back to golf.
Dana's party,
Back to Cerny's 30th birthday party.
to genitals.
And then to our plan of attack for
that's
Dana's
true. I
golf thing
forgot
tomorrow.
about that.
And then to the largest penises.
Wow.
And if that doesn't fucking sell you on the Chip and Cern show,
I don't know.
I got nothing for you. I'm sorry. If you don't listen to that and you're like, these motherfuckers
are riveting.
I don't know. Well, I wasn't going to say that, but sure. Riveting. AF. Where would they find us, Cerny? If they get to the end of this marathon pod.
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Chip and Cern Show at gmail.com, chipandcernshow.com. If you want to buy something, a shirt, a hat, a sweet, sweet print, some stickers, we'll give you some stickers. chipandcernshow.com/shop.
Very good. And be sure to tweet us, Facebook, all this stuff. Let us know, hey, I listen to your show. It's you guys are fucking off the rails. You're crazy. Stop it.
Makes us
Quit.
feel good a little bit.
Yeah. Boost the ego because we need that.
I mean, we already have elephant cocks. We've already discussed that.
Some of us. Some of us do.
A little bit more of a boost.
Fake news, fake news.
I know. Sorry, Bernie. Anyway, we will for sure fill you in on how Dana's bachelor party goes and who got on the golf.
Someone's getting got.
Someone's getting got. I'm gonna guess Tony got the most.
Yes.
And I'm gonna make Joe.
Joe smells.
I'm gonna make him an ally.
Oh, okay.
I think that's the best
I agree.
plan of action.
Let's do this.
Anyway, until next time, I'm Chip.
I'm Cern.
Cheers.